Right, hello everyone. My name is Zaram, and I am developer of Armor Plus, working in the DevKit. Right now, I'm working with the sounds for the Snacker Boys. So, I'm actually going to turn down my music. I'm actually gonna pause it. Alright, so let us see here. Python hurt 3, hurt 5. Let's go ahead and randomize it. What is this modulator? Looks like default modulation, which is what I'm gonna use anyways. So let's take a listen to what it sounds like. What's the sound difference? Needs to go up in volume just a bit, so 1.05 and then 1.15. 1.45 and then 1.55. Why are they so quiet? 2.05. Oh, 2.15. 2.05. Alright, let's try that. See how that sounds. That should be better. Let's try that now. There you go. That's pretty good. And we check the alternation. It is short. That is very good. Ta-da! There's our hurt sound. And let us check the chat. If I can actually freaking open it again. Ta-da! There we go. Silence. Hello. So what is it that you're doing? I am currently working on these sounds for the snake. What, a snake? Yes, a snake. Oh, let me get the lights on, not straining my eyes. So, here's a little bit of info about snakes. Pretty cool info. I'm working on one right now. They call it a blood python, but it looks a bit more like a ball python. However, I have 2 more already planned, and the assets are bought. And I do want to add more, but the asset packs are about $60 a pop. So, depending on the community, I might look into asking you guys to sort of donate for creature packs. So, like, just to cover just the flat cost. And obviously I'll implement it all for free. So, I think that'd be a really cool way to not have to dig into my wallet too much while still being able to give you guys cool shit. Let's take a listen to the death cue. the death cue isn't that bad actually. Just needs to be pitched up. All of these other sounds I had to make custom. But yeah. Welcome, Don Hernandez. Zarm's streaming the good stuff. Yeah, I am. I'm taking my first crack at streaming. So this is like my first ever stream. And, God, ever, I guess? But, yeah, here I am. Let's see. So, welcome, one and all. If you're just joining, right now I'm working on the, Python sounds for the Python that I'm working on. And if you haven't seen it, this is the baby boy, right here. This little cutie. Look at him. He's so cute. But anyways, let's open up the death. Wow, it's just one. They at least have it modulated well? Not really. Let's modulate it up first. So 1.45 and then 1.35. Let's see how that sounds. That sounds pretty good. I'm probably gonna go to 1.4 and then 1.5. Yeah, that'll do it. Hurt. Alrighty. Move done. La 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 la. Now I have to redo the reference here. Death. There we go. So that's all the sound references in that one. Now I have to let's take a look at my chat. Misery. Do I use UE4? Yes, Adam16. I do use UE4. That's currently what I'm on right now. This is Unreal Engine 4. Am I showing the right thing? Yes, I am. Okay, just make sure. Welcome to live chat. Can I get rid of that freaking learn more thing, please? I guess not. Ah, screw it. Nah. Okay. I've never done a stream before, so I'm not even sure. I hope you guys can hear me alright. How's my sound? Do I need to be a little bit louder, softer, or, I don't know. Don't you hate how practical programming is in C++? Honestly, such a hassle. I don't mind it. It really just depends on the like what exactly you're doing. It can be better for some things, and it's a lot more efficient. That's for sure. But But yeah, the graphing system that they have in Unreal Engine 4 is pretty good. So I mean, I guess I could check. Don't you hate how practical programming is? Yeah, I can hear myself. Okay. Cool. Right. Okay. Blood Python. So now I'm going to go through my animation notifies. Sounds are actually added to creatures in two ways. At least the way that the ArkDevs have done it. One of the ways is through the actual Dono BP itself, and the other way is through the animation notifies. So it's kind of like it's added to the animation itself. So real skeleton animation. So I'm gonna go down the list. There's not gonna be any sound on the aims. There is gonna be a sound on the attack bite. I don't have a custom attack bite sound yet, but I will go ahead and reference it. Reference my own custom thingy. So attack. Python attack. So how are you guys doing? You guys doing alright? Anyone still watching even? I don't know how to check that. 9 watching, wow. Welcome, welcome, 9 people. Right now I'm working on the Python sounds for my Python snaky boy. Let's see. Bite. I think I only use Bite 2. So all I should need to do is add a play sound notify. Let's see. Right about here is where it should play. Perfect. Alright, so that's my Python attack cue. Let's take a look at this guy and keep going down. What is this lunge? Interesting. Spit? Huh, there's an attack spit animation? Interesting. I guess originally they had it planned for... Yeah, that's a weird thing about the Titanoboa. They actually had multiple attacks planned for that they never implemented. The 2 attacks being a spit attack and a tail whip attack. Isn't that interesting? So that just looks like 2 that are essentially random. One at the beginning and one at the middle. And I'm assuming that's the same for left, right. There's not going to be a sound on die. Yeah, so let me go ahead and get my charges done. Bite, charge. Still watching and listening. Thank you, Misery. Thank you. Very nice. I know it's quite boring. It's probably something that you'll just kind of stick on the background, but if you guys have any questions about what may or may not be in the mod, if you have suggestions or want to ask about any plans that we may have uh, within what I can reveal, I might give you a little hint as to what we may be having. 2.2 and 1.6. But I have worked about, I don't know, I feel like most players who aren't really coders sometimes don't really appreciate, or even some coders don't really know like what someone else has gone through to get something to work. This Python has been a pain to get working, like an actual pain. Um, so although I bought the asset, and a lot of the animations that are here, um, it was Unreal Engine 4 ready, but it wasn't game ready. So while it had like a move forward animation, the actual like mesh itself would move, and that's not what you want. You want it to stay stationary but still move, just like moving in place. And then there was only a move forward, there wasn't a left and right, so I had to go and make those, and then turns out that the skeleton is kind of, it was like semi corrupted, and it didn't have a root bone, and I couldn't really add it. So I had to contact the mod developer, and it was this whole shebang. I mean, not mod developer. I had to contact the uh, model maker, the maker who made the model and the animations, and ask for the raw files. And thankfully, off of those, I was able to fix it. It's not to say that it wasn't a pain, though. And then I had to go through every single animation and fix it to be on the new skeleton. And then I went and made a couple custom animations for this thing. So this has been the better part of about a week of me figuring out what was wrong, figuring out what I had to fix, and then just going and fixing it. It just, God, it's been a process. But it's the first time I've dipped my toes into animation, so it's always, I mean, not the very first time, but um, it's the first time I've made a completely custom animation. Other times I've been more or less editing, um, anywhere from light to heavy editing on an animation, but I made a fully custom one this time. It's the shoulder mounted. Um, I can show that in a bit, but right now I is no eat animation, unfortunately. It's on the snake though. It doesn't use that though. Hurt big. Hurt big doesn't use that. Hurt small doesn't use it. Idle. I actually have some idle sounds. They're not ready though, so I'm still gonna just reference. But I am really excited and very nervous for the release of Armor. There's a lot there, and I think a lot of people will be quite excited and happy for a lot of the content that's there, from the magic to the druid's abilities to lock picking and all in between. A lot of the mechanics and all of the creatures are my work, um, mostly, but um, there are things that, like, say, Clifton has done with the animations. He's done a wonderful job with those. It's a bit of modeling that, and I think a little bit of animation work that Merc has done. But all the mechanics and stuff for most of the classes, I'm proud to say that I have done those. But I don't know. I'm really happy with the work that the team has done. Um, like the map is just, I don't know. I should stop bragging, but I just, I'm excited to finally be able to share something that I'm proud of with people that I think will enjoy it. And I hope they enjoy it. I hope it's all this work has been worth something. Um, hmm. Either way, it'll look good on a resume. So, let's see. So, a question for those who are still listening. Um, and maybe even a future feature if I have the time to implement them. And that question is, if you could add any creature to Ark that isn't already there, um, what creature would that be? Well, if you could add any creature to Armor, let me be more specific. What creature would that be? I mean, it can be any animal or whatever. Like literally anything. Test, test, when to test. Idle 3. Do I use idle 3? Squirrels? Hmm. That's. Yeah, that's, You're actually right. Lateral potato. I will actually write that in my shit to do. It all depends on if there's a model and blah blah blah. Now, if we can find some kind of little squirrel pack in the future, what I can do is make like a little Patreon thing for it and stick it up on the Discord and be like, yo, if you guys want squirrels, donate to reach the goal, and if the goal is reached, then is there a way to cut off on Patreon? Like as soon as you get a goal, no one can donate anymore. Because I don't want anything more than what the pack costs. I've never really used Patreon. I'll have to look into that. There it is. Spent fucking ages looking into it. Ugh, come on! Okay, there we go. Squirrels maybe. Blah blah. Alright, there you go. So that's might end up being a thing. Just because you were here on my first stream. You can have all my money, I'm not even kidding. If you're serious and you really, really want squirrels and you're willing to purchase an asset pack for a squirrel, hit me up on Discord. I'd be more than happy if you want to buy the asset pack. I will definitely implement it. So, yeah, I mean, if you, I think I saw you on Discord, but just private message me. If you're not on Discord, you can find me at Zarum1863. That is my Discord handle. What is this? 904, 905. Is that the one that I use? I think I use 905 for unconscious. Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay. Don't have a lag animation, that's fine. Move forward. Okay, move forward has a mumble and 2 footsteps. Interesting. What about turning? Yes. Let's see. I will poke you on Discord. What is your name? Liddol. Alrighty. I have no idea how long the delay is on on this, because I don't know. I think Twitch might be better, but I have never streamed on Twitch before, so. Copy. Save. Oh, also, um, here's a little interesting thing. So if you looked at the dev screenshots in the Discord, um, there, yes, I can't think. If you look at the dev screenshots in Discord, you may notice that some of the snakes are sitting up and some of them are laying down. Um, that is actually something that your snake will do all on its own. Randomly, if it's like not being held or anything like that, um, it will just kind of decide on its own to switch between two different poses. And it will change all of its animations, so it's slithering animations and all that good stuff. I just thought it was really cool because I already had two sets of animations, so um, why not use them? And it's something that Ark has never really done before. So I don't know, just little tiny details add up to a picture that's beautifully crisp. That's my saying. Kind of. It's a long ass saying, but you know what I mean. Okay. So I'm gonna copy that and copy, paste. Because that is a long animation. Okay, there we go. Cute, 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 cute little patoot. Boop, boop. Alright. So, let's see what other animations I've got to do. I think that is it. Attack, death, hurt, move, mumble. Yeah, there's really not many sounds that a snake makes. I mean, that makes sense, because in real life, snakes really don't make sounds. Um, at least mine doesn't. Uh, the only snakes that really make sounds are the bigger ones or the rattlesnakes. So the bigger ones, they do this thing where they'll kind of hiss. Um, I mean, there's two different hisses. Obviously, there's one where it's defensive, but the other one is when they're happy. The smaller snakes, when they are happy, they tend to do this little puff of air. But it's so quiet. That you really gotta be dead silent to hear it at all. And it comes out of their little nose holes. It's just like a little. Let's open this up to and see. Yop. Yo yop. So let's see. Most of the animations there are done, or not? Yeah, yeah, the animations. Um, I'm gonna, while I'm in like knee deep in the animations, I think I'm gonna go ahead and set up. Ah, quiet. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the bite. Track bite. Quiet. Copy. And paste. Okay. And that should be the attack. There we go. Alright. Nothing needs to be done for death. Lower raise, mounted. No, 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 no. Torpid. Yeah, that's really the only thing that has to be done. There are animation notifies, meaning sometimes it'll send out kind of like a call for certain things to, like, code to run through an animation, like when it's played. And one of the examples of that is the attack animation. There is a melee swing notify, and that attack that signifies like for how long it should damage actors around its melee socket. So, yeah. I'm sure most of you don't care because you're not really devs, but I don't know. Maybe if there is one person interested in game design, I'll just I'll say it all anyways. But let's see. Oh yeah, sounds. So attack. The hurt sounds. Those actually sound quite a bit like. Hmm. Let's take a listen at these. See if. There's this weird alien hiss. Um. No. Let's see if I can. Like that in effect. Fade out. See how that sounds. Let's see here. So it needs to be a hit. So right on, like that. Export as WAV. I'm gonna put that as snake. New hurt one. And then I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. And fade out. Bit short. Let's see what I can do here. Sometimes I can get it to sound. Okay. I do that. And then I will take this and fade out. That's pretty good. Now I will go ahead and remove that and export as snake new hurt 2. No. Also have another sound. That is not a snake. That is very far from a snake. Yep, nope, that's not a snake either. It's like someone just sucking on a vacuum. That's a nope. Ah! That's the one that I already used. It's this one. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna download that. And then I could get my 3 and 4. I have to make sure that they sound similar though. What I can do, I'm gonna isolate that and affect it, and let's see if I can. No. Limiter. There we go. No. I thought there was like a, oh, I forget what they call it. High pass filter, right? Effect. Is it low pass? Yeah, that's what it was. That sounds better. So I think 3 should be good with automation. I really don't feel like doing all those other ones. I'm gonna export that as a WAV. And new hurt. 3. Boink. Nope. Let's see. Snake be snicking, someone slurping on a straw. Yeah, you're right. It does kind of sound like that. It's weird though. Snake slithering actually what sounds really good as a bass for that is actually like dragging wood across the floor, like a 2x4, just a plank of wood. But I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes the basis for sounds is quite interesting. Um, so let's go ahead and bring these new sounds in. And by the way, if anyone owns the DevKit or Unreal Engine and has had problems with sounds crashing, the best way to fix it is taking them and bringing them in one at a time. If you ever try and bring multiple sounds in at once, that's what corrupts them. So you have to do it one at a time. Really annoying. Really fun. Let's do random and let's see. Okay. 3.55 and 3.65. And that needs to be modulated up. Oink. Modulate by let's see, 4. See how that goes. 3. There we go. That's pretty good. I'm going to copy that. So that's the new hurt, and I'm gonna bring this to attack. Might have to change the alternation on these because they're just short. I might have to bring it down to like smallest or small. Okay, so let's take a listen. And then put a modulator, and needs to be way louder. I'm gonna put a regular modulator there and then modulate it once more like that. That way I can put a flat value. Make my life easier. Okay. Good. See, doesn't that sound good as an attack? Just to prove it, I think bite 2. Let's take a look. Cute. It's like, oh, he's trying to hurt me. I don't know. It always just seems weird to me because snakes really don't make sounds. I mean, I guess it would be weird to like not have them make sounds because it's a game, but when a snake attacks, it's dead fucking silent. You know? It doesn't make a sound. Snakes are real quiet. Whatever. Death. Okay, so hurt, that's good. Move, that's good. Now I need some mumbles, and I got my mumbles. I have these 3 right here. So I'm actually going to name this Python hiss 1. Rename this to Python hiss 2. And rename that to Python hiss 3. Remember what I said before. When you well. Oh, these are MP3. No wonder it's not doing it. File export WAV. No. But oh boy, I have tons of creature sounds that I've both recorded and uh, gotten from a professional sound creator, and oh my gosh, none of them are good for snakes. Absolutely none of them. Especially not small snakes. I had to go and uh, make some on my own. And they're okay, but some of these I was able to get from a friend, but um, that friend being Cliffin. You guys probably know who that is. Hiss. Hurt. Okay, hiss 1. There we go. Hiss 2. There we go. And then hiss 3. There we go. Now let's go to mumble. And 1, 2, 3. Boink. Let's make sure and open these and save them. Boink, boink, boink. Random. Someone messaged me. Or not. Oh, someone joined. Welcome. Blood bag? What? What is that? Loot icon. Huh. Cliffin apparently is making a loot icon. Okay. I'm gonna steal that modulator and hook that in. See how that sounds. That actually sounds really good just like that. Perfect. Little Snucky. So now Mr. Snock should have sounds. Oh, and in case you guys were wondering, this is shoulder animation that I made. I took the time to edit to make a little tail wiggle, but unfortunately you don't really see it. Little sneaky. I think I need to delete frame 100 though. Remove from frame 100 to 102. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, because that was a bug on. It didn't export in the right time. Okay. Beautiful. Awesome. Can't wait to... Okay, cool. Is that really it? God, I've been working on this thing for like 5 days. I kind of can't believe that this is like done. There's like nobody watching now. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, whatever. It's really a weird time to be streaming. Quite late for most people, I think. It's not too late for me. It's only 9 p.m., but that is a little bit loud. Let's stand about here. What am I doing? Automation short. Yeah, I'm gonna put it down to like 3, like pretty much half it. See how that sounds. Needs to be even smaller. Let's half that. See what that sounds like. I want it to be really quiet. Come on, make a sound. Make a sound. Make a sound. Do it. Make a sound. I know you're cute as a patoot, but just make a sound with your little cheek squish. Come on. Guess I can just spawn in more. That's pretty good. I wanted a little bit more silent, but not by much. Zero point 0.05. Let's put it at that. I think I'm gonna put it back up to 0.1. Alright, so mumble is good. We need to hear all the other ones though. Mumble is good, so let's move on to move. Come on, little schnock. that down to 25 and 30. Uh, 20 and 25. That's a bit too loud. Okay. And then I'm going to do the overall sound. That should be 0.025 is my best guess. Alright, let's listen. Actually gonna make it a little bit louder. Let's do 25 to 30. Cutie patootie. Look how cute. Cutie patootie. Alright. I think I need to decrease the chance which it does that, or maybe increase the time at which it tries, because right now it's like a 50-50 whether or not it decides to change states. It's a bit much, I feel. Right, so I could just do another random. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, decided. Needs to be quieter than that. 0.01. And I think I'm gonna put the idle up a little bit. The mumble. 0.012. Come on, little guy. It needs to be louder. If I can't even hear it in here, I'm not going to hear it in game. Move 0.025. And I'm going to put mumble at 2.5 as well. Let me go and go to 6.5. Right there. Okay. Now we need hurt. As much as I don't want to test this. That's good. Death is a little bit loud. Let's put that down to 0.2. I think it hurt could go down just a little bit, so like 0.6. Down even more, 0.3. And death is probably gonna be be 0.3 as well. I'll do 0.55 depth. The building needs to be louder. 0.5 sounds better. And I think attack actually sounds pretty good. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Alright, got all the sounds. Look at my boys! They're so cute. Alright. Time to make it 4 times as unlikely for them to change states. This is more of the exciting stuff. I don't really find sound designing too fun. I mean, I really like sound, like I'm an audiophile, but I don't find making sounds too fun. I like graphing and coding. So who else is still watching and would want their own creature? If uh, if someone is still watching and wants a creature for themselves, or maybe even an ability or a spell, now is the time to suggest. I've now been streaming for over an hour. Yay me, I'm so fabulous and stuff. Random bool. Okay. So now that will be a 1 in 4 chance instead of a 1 in 2. Should be a 1 in 8. Nah, 1 in 4 is fine. Okay, so that is that. I have to now do my multi-use use thing, which I do for all my creatures, so blueprint, use multi-use entries, multi-use, I need try multi-use, get multi-use, and do multi-use for client. Let's open up. Multi-use is like the action wheel that you get when you hold E on a creature. No. There we go. And for all of the tameable creatures in Armor, I've had to go and make a custom, slightly custom file for it, because I want you to be able to interact with your creatures more. I'm probably going to go and make an interaction pass in the future and add more interactivity, but for now, you can tell any creature that you tame to lay down, and you can also pet any creature that you tame. So, yay, pets. Everyone likes to pet their creatures, right? That's right. Of course they do. Who doesn't? Petting creatures is awesome. You can also pet druids, which is kind of funny. I need a sequence here, so I can do that one first, actually, and then I'll check. Oh yeah, I forgot. I should definitely do a delay. Actually, I shouldn't. Not for this one. Because that should... Okay, yeah. That makes sense. It needs to go before trueness initialization happens. Okay. Well, it doesn't really seem like anyone has any more questions. And no one is really watching, so it's been fun. You guys are awesome. I love all of you, and if you're watching this, in the future, make sure to join in next time, because in joining in next time, you might be able to suggest a creature, or spell, or whatever idea you may have for me to implement, and this will be the most likely place that you will